Jello, light skin, yellow, iced out, hello. I'm the king of New York, mellow. Block here by the Regis and pillow. Ask around, know me. I'm a year boy, you know me. Look up like instrument cleaners. Asian up, I make a movie, sell out arenas. Talking Demi Lovato. All of my denims is bravado. AP Audemars with Aquafina. Like Dina, Dior on my body, sneakers got no creases. They limited, baby, tell me if you see it. My diamonds dancing, paint a face like straight from Cali. They get a plate from Sally's. Queen of bluish shroud, they set him up. They matters, know what I rep, yeah, it's tatted up. You ain't get cause you fatted up. If you talk crazy, yeah, I like my red bone, jello, light skin, yellow, iced out, hello. I'm the king of New York, mellow. Black hair by the Regis and pillow. Ask around, know me. I'm a year boy, Ginobili. I like my red bone, jello, light skin, yellow, iced out, hello. I'm the king of New York, mellow. Black hair by the Regis and pillow. Ask around, know me. I'm a year boy, Ginobili.
Game 4, Eastern Semifinals. The Philadelphia 76ers have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized? For their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Magic. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up.
Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals set to go. Welcome, fans, to the postseason of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Look at the 76ers starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for the Magic, down low, it's Banchero and Carter. Running out on the wings, they'll have Payne and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. You take a look at the 76ers. They've been dominant so far in this series, and they can, as we know, complete a sweep tonight with a win.
In the middle of the playoffs, that is huge. They could buy themselves lots of extra rest with a win. That has to be in the back of their mind as they try to close this one out.
Now, here's Maxey. And there's Paul George on the assist by Maxey. George has got the first points up on the board for the 76ers. Wagner outside. Back to Suggs. Drives to the hoop. Banchero trying to get open. And he gets it to go.
Bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. I brought up Tyrese Maxey and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard. He said, quote, to put things simply, his speed and his decision-making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game and also picks smart shots to take. That combination is lethal. We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Now here is Carter after the miss from Joel Embiid. Payne, no good. And here's Oubre. Outside, Maxey. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid, the pass to Maxey. Offensive rebound. Bounce pass Embiid. Pass to Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, that's just all about hustle by Paul George. He got great positioning inside, and he used that body to convert.
Now, here's Suggs. The 3 from Banchero. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. Pass to Embiid. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And here's George for 3. Rebound by the Magic. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Well, they just never looked comfortable out there, and part of that is the defense they were facing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Edgecombe, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
No one near Suggs as he lets it go. And it falls over the rim and in.
Oh, that's a terrific pass by the big fella. Banchero is adding that element to his game as his career progresses.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Oubre. Beyond the arc. Edgecombe, no good. The Magic have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Wagner against Oubre. And that one's good. Wagner.
Oh, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. And it's been pretty smooth sailing for him in the playoffs so far. They've only dropped 2 games.
And they're a team that doesn't get rattled, even with all the pressure that comes with postseason basketball. It's a testament to the leadership in that locker room.
Here's Wagner. Paul George making his last shot. Puts it up from 15. And it's Banchero missing.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Outside for George. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Connects from three-point range.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Changes for Philadelphia. Arlo's checked in, and Terry's subbed in for Edgecombe. Here's Maxey. He has yet to score. To the middle. Here's Barlow. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Banchero outside. And finished off by Banchero.
Well, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. The 76ers trail by 3. Maxey with it. Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Wagner against Oubre. Here's Barlow from downtown. No good on the shot. Now, here's Wagner. Off with the layup. Now Terry. Embiid, the pass to Barlow. Terry outside. Pass to Embiid. Fires the 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Wow, that is just a beautiful shot. Embiid with great touch from distance.
Orlando, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Banchero inside. Outside, Suggs. For 3. The shot, no good. 76ers shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Embiid kicks to Maxey. Pass to Oubre. Embiid sets the pick for Oubre. Good ball movement here by the 76ers.
Well, the defense has to push Embiid farther away from the rim. You can't make the game this easy for him.
Orlando's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Banchero. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Black's checked in for Jalen Suggs. Then for the 76ers, Bona's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Oubre. A free throw, good from Banchero.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. The 76ers trail. Here's Grimes. Pass to Bona. Grimes with it. A baseline J. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
To Wagner. Banchero outside. Wagner against Edwards. Here's Banchero. This one for 3. A nice shot by Black. And the Magic lead by 4.
And for his position, Banchero, great vision and willingness to make the extra pass.
Terry outside. Back to Grimes. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Orlando. Here's Barlow. Pass to Edwards. Here's Barlow. Defended by Carter. Just 4 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's Barlow. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter outside. Now here's Bane. Carter sets the pick for Bain. Carter, the pass to Bain. Now Black. Back to Batadze. And it's Bona with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 4. Picks it out to Terry. Stolen. Bain inside the three-point line. Releases from the wing and kills it.
Yeah, he needed that bucket to show there isn't a lid on there.
Here's Grimes. Black defending. Edwards against Wagner. Here's Barlow. And he lays it straight in. Barlow's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Black up top. He's guarded by Grimes. Carter kicks to Wagner. Pass to Bain. High post shot. And the shot goes in.
What confidence from Bain. Money from mid-range.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. They trail by 6. Out to Edwards. Outside Terry. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Black. To the inside. Here's Wagner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Magic lead by 5.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Pass to Edwards. From deep. And it's Orlando with the rebound. 1:58 left here in the first quarter. Carter outside. Sinks the triple. And now it's an 8-point Orlando lead.
And when you call a play for Carter Jr., you really want to get him something in rhythm. Great execution there.
Here's Grimes. No scoring in this one. Picked off in midair. Here's Wagner. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Now Grimes. And they get it with the drive. He takes it up and lays it in.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Substitution on the court. Here's De Silva. Black with it. Maxey covering. Spins. Here's Banchero. And yes, it's good. Banchero's got 10.
Well, it's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Outside, George. Pass to Embiid. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. He gets that one. He has 7.
Well, if you're talking about one of the best in the mid-range area of the floor, Embiid has to be in that discussion for centers.
Now, here's Banchero. He's got 10. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the 76ers. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Edgecombe. Now Embiid. He's covered by Banchero. Embiid inside. Banchero's there. A fader. A nice shot by Embiid.
Looking for a little extra style points right there with the fadeaway.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Orlando Magic. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Banchero. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. 6-point game. Down low. Out to the right wing. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Now look out. Edgecombe can get it going from deep.
Banchero against George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. And Orlando making a change here. Carter's checked in. Black with it. Pass to Bitadze from the arc. Not going to go that time. Good D by Embiid. And here's George. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And that one's good. Maxey.
The shortest 3 in the game. Maxey solid from that corner.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Drops in the tray. Da Silva's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
George with the bounce pass. And beat inside. Defended by Bitadze. Yep, that one goes in there.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
Inside, here's Da Silva. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. Da Silva's got 5 points now this quarter. The 76ers trail by 3. Maxey feeling it out a bit. Oubre outside. And here's Maxey. George sets a screen for Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edgecombe. 3-pointers off the mark.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
That bucket in no time at all. Now it's a 6-point Magic lead.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Bitadze against Embiid. Shoots over Bitadze. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Embiid's got 13 points.
Well, this is a classic performance from Embiid. He's one of the most lethal scorers this game has.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Suggs, he's checked in for Carter. Edwards, he's checked in for the 76ers. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Black. Now Batazzi. And Batazzi pulls it down.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Nobody near George. Drains the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
And Carroll passes to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Maxey, no good. Orlando leading by 5. Van Carroll looking around. To the paint, got a piece of it. Embiid with the steal. Outside, Maxey. It's George on the wing. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 12 points in the game.
Was starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
Van Carroll, that's good.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Van Carroll against George. Back to Van Carroll. Pass to Batazzi. Now Black. 5 to shoot. Top of the key. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Suggs against Maxey. Here's Embiid. Back to Maxey. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And here's Van Carroll. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They've led by as much as 10. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Maxey against Suggs. Maxey kicks to George. Pass to Edgecombe. Embiid inside. Batazzi's there. Embiid's shot is good.
Well, no question, Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Changes for Philadelphia. Arlo's checked in, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for Edwards. Here's Suggs. 6 points for him. From 11 feet away, and that one hits back iron. Oubre passes to Embiid. Fader on the way. This is where Embiid wants the ball.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Pass to Embiid. And stolen by Wagner. With the step back. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anthony Black's checked in for the Magic. To the inside. And finished off by Wagner.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Here's Grimes. Pass to Barlow. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid kicks to Maxey. Clock at 6. Maxey on the wing. Embiid in the corner. Shot from the wing. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Well, Embiid certainly is a reliable scorer. He knows what shots he's looking for, and he fights to get them.
Here's Black. He's guarded by Grimes. Pass to Wagner from outside the arc. And the basket for the fourth time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Now, here's Maxey. Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Here's Black. He's guarded by Grimes. Here's Payne. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
It's stolen by Suggs. By himself, and Suggs throws it down.
Raw speed helps Suggs out there, keeping him ahead of the defense on the fast break.
Pass to Maxey. Oubre, right side. Left side, Bain. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Barlow. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Barlow. Clock at 4. And to find Wagner and gets it to him. Shot from 12. And it's Wagner missing. The 76ers trail by 6. Now here's Embiid. He's got 21. Embiid the screen. From deep, Maxey. And Bain pulls it down.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Now, here's Wagner. He's got 9. Such a wide open look. Wagner's got 11 points.
Wagner able to get that one lined up from mid-range.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. Trailing here by 8. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws here tonight. The first one falls.
Yeah, this has been an interesting maturation from Tyrese Maxey. Really, all that untapped potential early on, but he has turned into an elite player in this league.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Wendell Carter comes in for Wagner. And it's Banchero in for Black. And the 76ers also making a change. Bonus checked in. Now, here's Wagner. He's got 11. The three from Banchero. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Edgecombe's checked in. The 76ers trail by 6. 1:49 left in the second quarter. Oubre outside. Here's Edgecombe. He's covered by Suggs. Barlow's shot is good.
And how about making a play for his teammate there? Edgecombe showing his all-around game.
Magic leading by 4. Outside, Dane. Banchero, a screen for Payne. Out to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Edgecombe with it. He's covered by Suggs. Edgecombe with it. He's got 6. Pass to Barlow. Oubre, a screen on Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. Oubre passes to Barlow. Here's Bona. Misses the 3. Orlando's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. And a wide open look for Payne. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now it's a 9-point Magic lead. And for the 76ers, they're shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Count that one. 8 points here for P.J. Edgecombe. Orlando's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. On the wing, Bane. He's guarded by Grimes. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane. Bane's got 7 points for the quarter.
Striking fast inside. Bane isn't going to miss a chance at a look like that.
For the 3. Doesn't go for him. And so we conclude the first half. Magic lead by 9. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Speaking with Jamal Mosley, Coach, I know you told your team before the game, let's be ourselves. Keep doing what we've been doing. So far, so good?
That was it. We've been here for a reason. Like, we've done it all year long by playing together, playing as a team, playing as a unit, defending at a high level. And these guys, that's what we need to do more of.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Orlando Magic.
They have been so careful with the rock. Smart passes, tight handle on the ball. Really speaks to the focus and discipline.
And that defense, try as they might, cannot disrupt their flow. Checking out the circumstances for the Orlando Magic. They're 0 for 3 in the series. Kenny, what should they do to stave off elimination?
They got to take a long look in the mirror and figure out which vacation spot they're going. In other words, they're toast, Ernie.
Listen, I don't need to break out the crystal ball to tell you how this ends. They have to white flag up, and the season is on the clock.
A lot of metaphors there, but I get the gist. Speaking of toast, what do you prefer on toast, Kenny?
Jam, no butter.
Shaq?
Jam, jelly.
What's the difference between jam and jelly, Shaq?
I have no
jam
idea.
Don't shake like that.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Running out on the wings, they'll have Bain and Wagner. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's Suggs in at the wall. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley.
And how about the effort by Carter? Always lurking there on the offensive glass.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Wagner with it. Now defended by Oubre. Here's Bain. Sinks that one from the post. Bain's got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And man, this kid, Edgecombe, is special. He just gets off the ground so fast to throw it down.
Now, here's Suggs. Suggs with a screen for Bain. Banchero outside. Over George. And it's Banchero missing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 11-point game. Oubre kicks to George. Back to Oubre. And stolen by Wagner. On the wing, Bain. Pass to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. After the Magic pick up two.
And Edgecombe likes being involved in the pick and roll, but sometimes it's pick your poison for the D, trying to guard it.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on George.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line. A free throw drops for Suggs. The 76ers making a switch here. That one misses. The 76ers trail by 12. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Back to Embiid. Over Carter. Embiid, no good.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Carter sets the pick for Wagner. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Wagner. Carter's got 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Suggs against Maxey. Yep, it counts. 14 points for him.
And that brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Deflects the pass. Embiid with the steal. And George with the stuff.
And he is such a versatile scorer, and once Paul George finds his rhythm, he is very difficult to contain.
Wagner looking it over. To the middle. And finished off by Banchero.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the 76ers making a change here. Arlo's checked in. The 76ers trail by 12. There's the screen. Maxey passes to Barlow. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Suggs. And now Orlando on the break. Payne for 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Maxey into the lane. Here's Edgecombe. The 76ers with another miss. Magic leading by 12. Banchero kicks to Suggs. Back to Banchero. From 12 feet out. In for his 7th bank in 14 tries.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options. If he can't penetrate, your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
And here's Maxey. He's got 5. And he uses the glass on the layup. Maxey's got 7 points in the game.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Outside, Suggs. Kicks it out to Wagner. The 3 from Banchero. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Embiid, the pass to Maxey. Here's Barlow. He's covered by Banchero. Count the basket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. They've led by as many as 14 points. Outside, Dane. At the elbow, Banchero. Embiid against Payne. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
And the dunk by Embiid.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Wagner. 11 points in the game. Suggs in the corner. Pass to Banchero. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight. The 76ers trail by 8. Maxey finds Embiid, and they double up Embiid. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Edwards, and here's Embiid. He's defended by Wagner. Here's Edgecombe. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Embiid's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's Banchero. T right on him. For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. There's Embiid, and again, it's Philadelphia.
And obviously, his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Magic making a switch here. Black's checked in. And the 76ers making a change here. Orlando leading by 3. Wagner outside. For the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Now, here's Maxey. 7 points in the game. Outside Edwards. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Outside, Maxey. 4 on the shot clock. George, no good. Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Inside, out to Edwards. Pass to George. Down low. It's tipped. Outside Edwards. Maxey with it. Working on Black. And here's George for 3. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Banchero against George. To the inside. Here's Carter. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got assist number 5 here tonight. The 76ers trail by 4. Maxey passes to Drummond. Kicks it out to Maxey. Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's Payne. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Wagner with it. Picked up by Edwards. Here's Banchero. The rebound by Paul George. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Now, here's Maxey. He has 7. And now Banchero pushing it up, and no one has to stop him.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Now, Maxey. Dash to Edgecombe. Now, Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. Payne looking around. Now, here's Banchero. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 17. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 14-6 run. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. George has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. To the right side. George dishes to Edwards. Pass to Edgecombe. Drills it from outside. Edgecombe's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the 76ers. Here's Wagner. 13 points in the game. Payton for 3. Hey, that one is his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter.
It's so tough to guard Maxey without fouling him. He is just so clever at drawing fouls.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Orlando?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far. He's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Black. He's covered by Maxey. Pass to De Silva. Now Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
It's up a 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Was led by as many as 14 points. 41 seconds left to play in the third. Bataze inside. He's covered by Maxey. Black. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Mo Wagner. And the 76ers also making a change. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Maxey. And it's the Magic with the ball. They lead by 4. Outside, Suggs. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. And the rejection by Lowry. Oubre outside. Here's Barlow. Back to Oubre. Here's Bona. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Magic up by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers, trailing by 4. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. Terry is out there with Lowry, and it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Here's Suggs. Oh, good with the triple.
You know, all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Bataze against Embiid. Shoots over Bataze. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 27.
And that's where you want Embiid to be aggressive. With his size and skill, he is dangerous down low.
And it's Suggs missing. The 76ers shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Embiid throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Outside, Suggs. Pass to De Silva. The Magic again can't hit. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Kicks it out to Terry. Oubre passes to Lowry. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Embiid, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Now, here's Suggs.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Suggs against Lowry. Fires from 14. And it's Suggs missing. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Payne. It's hauled in by George. The 76ers leading. Right there in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Ball stolen. Pass to Bitadze. Here's Black. Terry covering. And Philadelphia making a change here. Arlo's checked in.
Now in the lineup for the 76ers, number 23, Dominic Barlow.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Shot clock at 6. The open shot, Suggs. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Lowry with the ball. To the paint. Here's Barlow. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Barlow's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia. The Magic have gone 0-6 in the fourth quarter. Disastrous start to the period. Outside, Bain. Bitadze is screen on Oubre. And Bitadze pulls it down.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Pass to Barlow. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Oubre on the wing. 4 on the clock. Lowry from outside. Offensive rebound on the wing, Terry. Takes the 3. Out left to the wing. Pass to Lowry. Oubre kicks to Lowry. Back to Oubre. And here's Lowry. A 3 ball. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Suggs has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's De Silva. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Embiid against Bitadze. Barlow passes to Embiid off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. He's checked in for Orlando. Then for the 76ers, George is checked in for Kelly Oubre. Edgecombe comes in for Terry. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Out to the right wing. And it's Edgecombe, top of the key. Launches it. The 76ers with another miss.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. To the middle, here's Barlow. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
Pass to Black. Outside, Bain over George. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
There's the pick. Here's Maxey. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Bain for 3. Again, the miss by Bain. Here's Philadelphia. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Maxey passes to Embiid. Here's Barlow. A 3. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
What a vicious throwdown. You get there late, you get your feelings hurt.
And here is Suggs. Black kicks to Suggs. Orlando moving the ball around. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
Yeah, 3 triples already for him. That's his 2nd of the quarter. This could be a huge night for him.
Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. That's to Embiid. Fade away. And there it is for him. Embiid's got 14 points here in the second half.
And memo to the rest of the team, continue to get him the basketball. He's clearly delivering here in the fourth.
Payne against George. Black. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Good find from Bane, proving that he's a total team player.
Now, Maxey. Pass to Barlow. Here's Edgecombe. Black defending. Now, here's Payne. Defended by George. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And we've seen more of this lately from Bane, continuing to blossom and improve as a scorer.
The 76ers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Maxey kicks to George. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Orlando making some changes. Paolo Banchero's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And Wagner's subbed in for Anthony Black. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bonus checked in. Oubre comes in for George. Terry's checked in for Edgecombe. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Maxey.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for Quentin Grimes. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Nifty move. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. And the 76ers lead by 2. Banchero outside. Payne with it. And Terry picks him up defensively. And it's Wagner missing.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
Oubre outside. It's Terry outside. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Suggs. Here's Payne. Now Banchero.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the 76ers?
They've had a lot of success just getting the ball inside, and until the defense adjusts, I don't see any reason to go away from that strategy.
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
George is checked in for the 76ers. Oh, free throws, good from Banchero.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You'll love to see it.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Now Oubre. George sets a screen for Oubre. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Maxey. Lets loose a 3. Down he goes for 3.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, Watch out.
Now, here's Suggs. Bain fires. And down goes the three.
And made for the bright lights. Big bucket there from Bain.
Here's Maxey. Oubre. And the layup is off. The Magic shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Banchero. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead right there. Philadelphia shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Edwards, he's checked in for Oubre. Steal. Edwards with it. Now George floats one up, and down goes the layup.
And Paul George coming through in the clutch. He's a veteran, and he showed great poise in the biggest moment.
Well, this guy has ice water in his veins. Wagner coming through in a big way.
Philadelphia shooting around 60% in the night. Amazing work offensively so far. 59 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now Embiid. Shot clock at 5. Shot from 16. That one drops.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. The 76ers making a switch here. Arlo's checked in. Here's Suggs. Banchero right side. Here's Suggs. Now Bain. Embiid with the rebound.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. The shot misses.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
Wagner. Banchero outside. Carter with a screen on Drummond. Banchero! The three doesn't go. And so the Philadelphia 76ers have won the series. And with the 4-game sweep, they steamrolled their way through round 2. Now, Greg, they head to the conference finals on the highest of notes.
And to that point, Kevin, I really feel like this team is playing their best basketball of the season. They're going to have some downtime before the next round, but as well as they're playing, probably wish this thing would start tomorrow.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Joel Embiid.